On Friday, I sent an email to my subscribers about how to put the fun back in learning French. If you've been learning French for years, sometimes it feels like it's going to never ever end because you always have more vocabulary, more conjugation, you still make mistakes, and it's a bit depressing. I gave you tips on how to overcome that, and today I wanted to show you how to use that to speak French better, express yourself, and have meaningful conversations. So today, this is what you will be able to do. First, use your passion to learn French. Second, how to show interest in French. I'm going to give you words and expressions to talk about what you want to know more about. And at last, how to talk about what you love yourself in French. I mentioned an email, so if you didn't get it, it's for my subscribers, my email subscribers. You should be one. It's completely free. If you are not, you're absolutely welcome to join. Go to the link below the video if you're watching this on YouTube, and you will get the email about how to put back the fun into learning French. It's completely free, and you will have the email I mentioned, plus extra resources on this exact topic. As usual, this lesson comes from a free written PDF that you can get on communefrancaise.com. There you have all the written vocabulary, so you can see how it's spelled, extra links, resources, and you can print it, take notes, keep it for later, share it with your friends. It's completely up to you. And a free email in French with an introduction about what we're going to talk about today, so you can practice your reading skills in French. How to get them? It's very easy. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to the link below the video. And if you're watching this on Comme une Française, click on the button below the video again and leave your first name and email, and you will get them straight away. Both are free. Bonjour, c'est Géraldine. Bienvenue sur Comme une Française. C'est parti. Let's learn some French today. A little recap about what we talked about on Friday. We talked about how to put the fun back into learning French. First, I told you have more conversations in French so you can practice what you learned on the week before, the month before, and keep your brain active. It helps you improve your memory and can help you learn new vocabulary and expressions as you're going to talk with someone. You can talk with a French person in your neighborhood, or maybe find someone online on something like italki, for example. Second, learn about French culture and art. It's a fantastic way to expand your views on society and art and history, etc. And it challenges your brain and helps you progress naturally. And at last, if you can, master something in French. Pick a subject that you love and learn all the vocabulary around it, the customs, the culture, the history, so that when you enter a conversation with someone about that, or even about something else, you can share opinions, ask them about details about the topic, and have a full grown-up conversation. Because sometimes you're just practicing your vocabulary, but it's not meaningful, and this is going to help you a lot. So this is what we're going to talk about today. First, I recommend you use your passion as a guide to learn French. It works for all the languages, okay? This is not new, I'm not inventing anything today, but I wanted to remind you that having this kind of goal is very useful so that you can learn it with purpose. A hobby is a great way to learn French because you already know a bit about the topic and what you want to learn, and you're going to go and pick the vocabulary, the expressions, the customs, the culture, the history. It's what we call in French un fil d'Ariane. Un fil d'Ariane. It's a thread that you're going to follow to keep going and get out of the maze. A French person is not a practice partner. This is something I keep telling my students over and over. Because when they meet someone in France, they go to France for, let's say they want to do an immersion in France, and they think that everyone is available to speak and practice. No, if I go to a foreign country, they're not there for me to practice with them. So you have to be interesting and interested. Of course, if you're asking for information such as the direction to the train station, yes, they will help you. But having a longer conversation needs a topic needs interest, etc., to make it a back and forth. It's not just you talking. And having a shared interest is a great way to bond. And it doesn't have to be a very niche interest. It can be something very general, something that you love talking about, that you know everything about, so that even the person in front of you, when they share their point of view, you understand what's happening. And for you, having the passion is a great guide for your French learning. And you will be less self-conscious about your mistakes, which I know is something that is very scary, especially in French. You have your passion, all the passions are good. It can be le jardinage, a very common one, gardening. If you're living in France, join une association so that you can meet other gardeners. Le vin, wine, you can do wine tasting in your own country and learn the vocabulary around it. La cuisine, cooking, la cuisine. So many great cooks in the Commune Française community. I know that. La musique, music, anything you like, so that you can connect with people. If you're the kind of student who loves all things French, which is very common among my French students, you can jump from topic to topic. It's absolutely fine. For example, you can explore la cuisine française for a while, la cuisine française, and then want to learn lots of things about l'histoire de France, and at last some about la littérature française, la littérature française. You do not have to commit to just one topic for 10 years. You can go from one to the other, but having this goal will help you focus and learn the vocabulary, the expression, the customs, the history, everything around one topic, and be more interesting when you're speaking French. For example, if you love pâtisserie, the art of making cakes and éclairs au chocolat, etc. You can read Le Larousse des desserts de Pierre Hermé. Le Larousse des desserts de Pierre Hermé. You don't have to read everything, but at least diving into it is a good idea. So you can discuss it with your French teacher, for example, or your pen pal, or a French neighbor who loves cooking as well. And it's a great way to learn, practice, and have fun because both of you are talking about something you love. So if you're into cooking, buy a French cookbook and ask questions about it. If you love all things French, you can dive into the topic as well because it's absolutely delicious. Now let's learn some vocabulary. How to show your interest in French. When someone is telling you something interesting, here is what you can say. Très intéressant. Très intéressant. You can hear la liaison here. Z. Très intéressant. Very interesting. Très intéressant. You can also say c'est passionnant. C'est passionnant. C'est passionnant. You see the passion here in this word. Passion in French. Passion. You can also say a full sentence. Je pourrais vous écouter en parler des heures. Je pourrais vous écouter en parler des heures. Je pourrais vous écouter en parler des heures. I could listen to you talk about that for hours. Je pourrais vous écouter en parler des heures. When someone is telling you lots of interesting things about this topic. If you want to know more about a certain topic, you can say j'aimerais beaucoup en savoir plus sur, and then you add your topic. For example, Olympe de Gouges. J'aimerais beaucoup en savoir plus sur Olympe de Gouges. Olympe de Gouges is a fantastic woman from la Révolution française. I highly recommend you learn more about her. J'aimerais beaucoup en savoir plus sur Olympe de Gouges. Don't forget here, I say plus because it's more. Plus is not anymore. And at last, ask questions in French. Yes, you can ask questions about their topic they're talking about, so you can learn more about it and have a more meaningful conversation. If you're interested in diving into a very French topic, check out Inside of French. It's my class to help you speak better French by using French food. Yes, we talk about French food and we teach you French. It's reopening next week. It helps you learn French through the medium of French cuisine. So check it out. You can also click on the link below and you will be notified of when this reopens. Now that we saw how to say that something is interesting, let's see how to talk about what you love. For example, you can say j'aime beaucoup and then you add your topic. J'aime beaucoup l'Auvergne, for example. J'aime beaucoup l'Auvergne. If you don't know that, l'Auvergne is a region of France. J'aime beaucoup l'Auvergne. You can also say je suis passionné par, and then you add your topic. Je suis passionné par la Révolution française, for example. Je suis passionné par la Révolution française. If you're a woman, you will add an E at the end of passionné. If you're a man, you won't, but you won't hear any difference. Je suis passionné par la Révolution française, for example. You can also say j'adore, I love something. J'adore les impressionnistes, surtout Renoir. It's a great way to precise something. J'adore les impressionnistes. It works, but it's a very large topic. Surtout Renoir, especially Renoir, so you can say that you have something that you love in particular in this bigger area. J'adore les impressionnistes, surtout Renoir. If you want to be more casual, you can say I'm crazy about something. Je suis dingue de, and then you add your topic. Je suis dingue des romans d'Émile Zola. Je suis dingue des romans d'Émile Zola. I'm crazy about Émile Zola's books. This is everyday spoken French. It is absolutely not vulgar. It's just a casual, everyday way to say crazy about something. If you are a specialist or you really love a topic and you can actually talk about it for hours, you can say je pourrais en parler des heures. Je pourrais en parler des heures. I could talk about this for hours. Je pourrais en parler des heures. Here, if you're advanced, what can you notice? You can see that there is an S at the end of pourrait to say I could talk about this for hours. If you remove the S, it means I will be able to talk about for hours. Okay? So I could is better. Je pourrais en parler des heures. I could talk about this for hours. With an S at the end of pourrait. Don't forget. And at last, of course, because all the topics are so big, il me reste beaucoup à apprendre sur ce sujet. Il me reste beaucoup à apprendre sur ce sujet. I still have lots of things to learn about this topic. Il me reste beaucoup à apprendre sur ce sujet. Here, yes, you could do la liaison. Il me reste beaucoup à apprendre sur ce sujet. At the end of beaucoup, yes, you can say the P here. Il me reste beaucoup à apprendre sur ce sujet, but if you don't, it's absolutely fine. Il me reste beaucoup à apprendre sur ce sujet. So let's recap. What did you learn today? We talked about un fil d'Ariane, which is a thread you can follow in order to keep your attention on focus and be able to learn more because you're really, you have a purpose and a goal. We talked about a few expressions to talk about what you are interested in. For example, c'est passionnant. C'est passionnant. J'aimerais beaucoup en savoir plus sur, and then you add a topic. J'aimerais beaucoup en savoir plus sur Olympe de Gouges, for example. J'aimerais beaucoup en savoir plus sur Olympe de Gouges. You should check her out. And you can also talk about the topics you know a lot about. Je suis passionné par, and then you add your topic. Je suis passionné par la Révolution française. Je suis passionné par la Révolution française. You can also say very simply, j'aime beaucoup, and then you add your topic. For example, a region of France. J'aime beaucoup l'Auvergne. J'aime beaucoup l'Auvergne. Et toi, parle-moi d'une passion que tu pourrais explorer en français. Parle-moi d'une passion que tu pourrais explorer en français. Tell me about a passion that you could explore in French. For example, je suis fan d'architecture et j'aimerais en savoir plus sur la fondation Louis Vuitton conçue par l'Américain Frank Gehry. Je suis fan d'architecture et j'aimerais en savoir plus sur la fondation Louis Vuitton conçue par l'Américain Frank Gehry. If you don't know about this building in Paris, you should check it out. It's a fantastic building in Le Bois de Boulogne. I'm a fan of architecture and I would love to know more about La Fondation Louis Vuitton, which is actually a building and a museum created by the American Frank Gehry. If you have a question about this lesson, please add it to the comment area below. I love answering students' questions. And if you want to go beyond this free lesson, you can check out my free 10-day everyday French crash course. It's an email course in 10 days. Yeah, that's obvious. How to get it? You can go to Comme une Française and leave your first name and email. You will get lesson 1 straight away. It's completely free. It's by email and you can unsubscribe anytime if it doesn't suit you. Join us. It's a lot of fun. If you like this lesson and learned something today, please help me spread the word about Comme une Française. Share this lesson with a Francophile friend. You can do that by email, on WhatsApp, by texting your friend, by telling your friends, even better, telling your French class about it. I'm sure lots of other students would love to know more about this topic. Merci for taking the time to watch Comme une Française. More and more students are learning French with Comme une Française. I hope to see you next Tuesday. À la semaine prochaine. I wish you une bonne journée, une bonne soirée, or maybe une bonne nuit if you're going to bed, and I will see you next time. Allez, salut!